Hi guys, it's Bella and today's video is going to be my foundation routine, and I've used all of my holy grail products that I use on a daily basis to complete my foundation routine. And I just thought, because you guys are probably sick of seeing all of the same like foundation, concealer, all of that kind of stuff in my videos, so I'm having this as like my little base holy grail foundation routine. And in my videos I want to start trying new foundations, concealers, powders, all of that kind of stuff. So in the comments down below I would love for you guys to leave either your favorite or ones that you would like to see a review on. In the comments down below, your favorite foundations, concealers, powders, bronzers, all of that kind of stuff, making sure they are cruelty free. Leave all of that kind of stuff in the comments down below so I can start trying them out in new videos. And if you are interested in my holy grail everyday foundation routine, then please just keep on watching. Okay, so let's jump in. Starting off, I'm first gonna prime my face. I always use a primer. I don't even know if primers work, but I just feel like incomplete without a primer. So today I'm going to be using the Becca backlight priming filter. I always switch between primers. My favorites would be this one, the Smashbox Primer Water, and the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. And I love this filter because, I mean, can you see how much I'm glowing right now? Like, it just gives you such a nice glow, but it's not too intense because you put your foundation over it. It's really, really nice. And you can also mix this one in with your foundation for like an extra glow. For foundation today, I'm using one of my favorites. This is the Koh Gen Doh Aqua Foundation. I'm in the shade 143. You guys probably know that my favorite foundation in the whole wide world is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. It's just like a little bit too dark for me right now, so I'm using this one. And now I'm just going to grab this hairbrush and I'm going to blend this in. I have been loving this brush lately. It's from Iconic London and it reminds me so much of a hairbrush. Like, I feel like I should be just smoothing my hair over with it, but seriously, I used to use this one right here. This is the 103 Defined Buffer Brush from Zoeva. But lately I have been loving this brush because your makeup, your foundation will always look flawless using this brush. This one, it can get cakey and streaky, but this brush, I will zoom you guys in when I'm done. Honestly, your foundation it is like impossible to have cakey foundation when using this brush. It's like insane. It's such a good brush and it gets the job done so quickly as well. And I always make sure to give my ears a little one over so I don't have like white ears and a tanned face, or like pink ears and a tanned face. And my favorite concealer, I use this in like every single tutorial, is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Light Neutral. And I'm just going to conceal the darkness under my eyes. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that plane in the background. And also the redness, I always get redness like right here. So I'm obviously going to conceal that as well. Also just going to conceal any like little blemishes that I have on my face. Totally forgot to do that, but I just have like a little bit of redness here and here. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of concealer on top of that. And then just blend that in as well. Forgot to zoom you guys in. Okay. We are too close for comfort here, but do you see how my face is just like so not cakey and it just looks kind of like my skin? You know what I mean? Like, it's blended in so well. These just like feel really good to be like rubbing on your face. It's like I can get my foundation done in 1 minute, but I don't want to because I just want to be sitting here like. So now it's time for a little bit of cream contour, and I'm using this Iconic London cream contour kit on this like little one of these like toothbrushy things again, and this is also from Iconic London. So I'm just going to dip into this one a little bit and also this one here because I don't want it to be too cool toned, and I'm just going to contour my face. And just remember that contouring is going to be different for everyone because everyone has different face shapes. If you want me to do a like separate video on contouring to explain like how to contour different face shapes and all of that kind of stuff, then let me know, because in this one, this is just my foundation routine, so I'm just showing you what I do and what personally works for my face shape. So make making my lip a little what? Making my lip look a little bit plumper. And I'm just gonna get rid of my pesky little double chin. And now for my favorite bit of contouring, my nose job. And now I'm gonna highlight as well, and I'm just gonna use this very far shade here. And you can also do this with concealer as well. And I just cleaned off the same brush, and I'm just applying with the same brush that I apply my contour with. And now, you're ready for a night in the town. But now I'm just going to take my little beauty blender and blend everything in. And you don't really want to mix the contour and the highlight, obviously, because imagine having like, it just wouldn't be good. So I always use like one side of my beauty blender for the contour and one side for the highlight. Or you can use like two brushes if you want as well. I feel like I just like this one because I actually only own 2 cream contour kits, and it's this one and the Anastasia one. I feel like the Anastasia one dries out really quickly, and that makes it hard to blend. So I had to like go and buy maracuja oil from Tarte just purely to make my Anastasia cream contour kit like blend well, whereas this one I've had for a while and it hasn't dried up or anything, so, and it also like blends out really quickly. I also blend my nose contour and usually just using my finger, so it just gives me more control. And now of course we want to make sure everything is set. Personally, I have creasy under eyes, so I always like to set my under eyes. I also always just like to set the rest of my face so it doesn't get oily, and because I find that things blend a lot easier if you have powder on top of it. Like I don't really like applying bronzer on top of, I did not blend that bit, my bad. For me personally, I just don't like applying like powder, bronzers and stuff straight on top of a liquid foundation, because I feel like it can get really patchy and it just kind of sticks to the foundation, and I just don't really like it. So I always have to set that area for me personally. Of course you don't have to, you can just use cream products, you do you. So to set my under eyes, I'm going to be using the Face of Australia translucent powder. Normally I would use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, but they recently went cruelty free and I didn't know about that, so I ran out of my powder and I haven't repurchased it yet. So just to let you guys know what I would normally use, it's the Laura Mercier translucent powder, because I feel like this one just isn't quite translucent. It has like a little bit of a peachy undertone in it, whereas the Laura Mercier one is Laura Mercier. I'll have mercy on Laura. Yeah, but the Laura Mercier one just is completely translucent and it sets everything really well, and it's great to bake with. I can't really bake with this one because of the color. I don't know if you guys have seen the tutorial on how I keep my concealer from creasing, but I blend out my creases before setting, because if you don't blend out your creases before setting, then you're literally just setting the crease where it is. You're just setting the crease in place, which is not what we want. It's kind of like how you wouldn't set the creases on your eyelids. You always blend that out before applying your powder to start your eyeshadow. Now to set the rest of my face, my favorite powder is the Sexy Mama translucent powder from TheBalm, and a lot of the time I will mix it with a highlighter just to keep everything a little bit dewy and natural looking. I don't want it to be completely mattified a lot of the time, but I still do want to set my face. So what I'll do, and you definitely do not want a shimmery, glittery highlighter, so Urban Decay has some. You definitely don't want to use something like that, or you will just look like a big glittery mess. What I do is I just swirl my brush in there, then I pick up my highlighter, and I just do 2 taps and just press that into my face. Now I'm going to bronze up my skin, and you guys probably already know what bronzer I'm going to use. It is the Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light from Hourglass. I love this bronzer. I use it in like every single tutorial. And the brush that I use is a 126 Luxe Cheek Finish brush. People ask me what the difference between bronzing and contouring is. So if you see, I'm kind of being like a little bit messy and all over the place with the bronzer. This is just bringing warmth to your skin, giving it a bit of color back in, kind of making you look sun-kissed, I guess. Whereas I will show you what contouring is obviously in this video, but it's more chiseling yourself out and creating a shadow. So bronzing is bringing warmth to the face, and then contouring is creating a shadow. And my favorite thing to contour with is the Makeup Geek contour powders. I use these two shades right here. So that is Fair Warm and Fair Cool. You do have to be very light-handed and apply a little bit at a time with these ones, because they do get muddy very easily, which is why I add in the warm shade. If I just use the cool shade, it would definitely look too muddy on me. You just have to make sure that you don't go overboard and add too much. So this brush that I'm using is from Iconic London. Look how pretty. I just got these brushes actually, and I love the color. They're like rose gold and white. So I use a super duper light hand, and you want to make sure to tap all of the products off, even tap it on the back of your hand, because they are so pigmented, these contour powders. I already have a nose contouring routine, so I'm just going to skip through that and link the nose contouring routine down the bottom. It's still the exact same as it was in that video, so I'll be right back. For blush today, I'm using my favorite go-to blush. This is from Hourglass as well. It's the Luminous Flush Blush. Okay, so you guys know this is my favorite part of my whole foundation routine. This is the Australis Banana Powder, and basically what I do is I brighten up my under eyes, clean my contour, I clean my nose contour, brighten my forehead, my chin, and I also blend all of my blush in together. I like feel incomplete without this step in my makeup. It just makes everything look really finished and seamless, and it blends everything together. And my favorite highlighter is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in that glow, and I always mix Sunburst and Bubbly together to highlight my face. That brings us to the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, then please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!